nice Nespresso. You can make a really nice coffee. Like Samonim loves to drink coffee, and she just like truly enjoying it. Every drop, of the coffee, she's like, oh, this is okay. Even this morning coming to church, like she has the cup of coffee, and this is so good. I don't know how they do this. Wonderful. So anyways, we got this coffee machine, which is pretty cool. And I was quite surprised. There's so many types of Nespresso coffee machine. And every year they come up with a new models, with a new design, new technology. They upgrade constantly. It's like our cell phone, right? They're being upgraded. And you need to upgrade them. You need to have new phones every 2 or 3 years, right? Who has the latest iPhone or Android right here? Anyone has an iPhone? Is that X? Is the latest? X1? XR? Oh, she has one. All right. What about Android? Is Samsung Galaxy 8 is the latest?
9.
Oh, 9 came out. All right. A 9, anyone? Oh, you. Oh my goodness. Okay, great. Awesome. I wish I had one, but yeah, you're the only one. Okay, great. So we upgrade them, right? Even though it's a perfectly functional, we upgrade them anyways, right? Do you keep your old iPhone or Android? Did you trade it?
I traded it.
Oh man, I broke mine yesterday, so I wish I could just pay like $50 every day. Anyways, cell phone. In our generation, we have this constant upgrade culture. I call it constant upgrade culture. That we keep on upgrading things constantly. In our computer, cars, our fashion style, hairstyle, your makeup, they are all being upgraded. And we need to keep up with this new trend, new technology, new styles, and we don't want to fall behind. You see, the constant upgrade culture has influenced the way we think, the way we live. See, old generation, your parents, my parents, your grandparents' generation, the way they think, the way they live, it's a bit different from us. For example, my parents, before they came to Canada, you know what they did? They had 2 factories, textile factories, and 1 marketplace. Okay? So they were into textile business for 20 years, almost. They dedicate themselves for that business, that industry, right? Once they came to Canada, immigrated to Canada, 1991, you know what they did? They started a convenience store. And guess what? Last 20 and plus 20, 23 years, they dedicate themselves working as convenience store owner, right? Same business on the same spot for almost 20 years until they got retired. They worked Hamilton Mountain East, City Convenience is still there. And they lived the same house for almost 20 years. Mountain Rock, remember Connor? The big house with a big parking lot. Their home church used to be HKPC, Hamilton Presbyterian Church. Now we call it Eaglesfield Community Church. They have been attending this church for last 20 plus years. And my mom has 2nd generation iPhone. I know it's like antique, and it becomes more valuable because you don't see them anywhere, right? The value goes up. But she still has it, and she doesn't have any problem. She doesn't really care. I mean, she doesn't feel like to upgrade it, and she's very satisfied with it. My dad, on the other hand, he doesn't even have a cell phone. Does it bother him? No, not really. He's very satisfied with what he has. Generally, all generations, they don't want to be changed constantly. They do not feel comfortable having changes, having transitions. But younger generation is different. You need this rapid transition, rapid changes. Trend is keep on changing. You gotta adopt it. A friend of mine got a job at an insurance company. Within 6-month period, he switched three different companies within six months. Can you imagine? If he sees a job that has more potential, with a higher income, more benefit, he goes for it. He wants to switch right away. Those people who are just like you, or I don't know, those people who are really, really good at just adopting new technologies. We call them technocrat or early adopter. They're so good at it, right? So whenever they see new thing, they just like, I want to grab it. We have that kind of culture. Nowadays, right? We're so used to it. Their hairstyle, their fashion style. People change their career, jobs, school, even church community. If they think this works better for them, they change right away without any hesitation. They go for it. And that's the culture that we are all familiar with, because we are under that culture. We are under that atmosphere. Whether you agree or not, we are in that influence. And that's pretty cool, right? But there's a major problem of this constant upgrade and change culture. One very, very big problem I see, and I think it is a lack of commitment. People think that they can always choose to change things. There are new things are constantly coming up all the time, and there are many choices and many options that are available. They don't have to stick with one product, one style. They don't need to stay with just one company or one community, one church. If they see the better one, the newer one, it works better for them, they switch. They can always move on. See, that's the attitude of our millennial. Those people, your generation, younger generation, they're more into it. So that's who we are. They change things. No commitment, lack of commitment. Let me ask you, what kind of commitment have you made throughout your life? What kind of major commitment you have made and you fulfill that commitment? Think about it. Was it serious enough? Were you fully committed? Not a lot of people say, yeah, I wish. No, we don't need that full commitment. We don't like that full commitment, the heavy-duty commitment. We don't like that. What kind of commitment have you made? Think about it. Well, the very first thing that you can think of is, whenever you got the baptism or a confirmation, the greatest commitment that you can ever make is, of course, we make commitment for Jesus Christ. He is my Lord and Savior. I commit myself for that. He's my Savior. He's my Lord. I will follow Him. I've got a picture for that, right? Follow Jesus. Next. Following Christ is not a casual or occasional practice, but a continuous commitment and way of life. Isn't it? You made that commitment. Of course you did. Those people who came to church, who come to church to worship God, you all agreed with this. Hello? You remember that? But are you fully committed into it? Are you practicing that commitment? Are you applying that commitment? Think about it. What else? Those people who went to Korean Army, there's nobody who actually went to Canadian Army or American Army here, right? I think Youngbin, you're the only one who went to Army in this room, right? And, Stevie, right? I think 2 of you. I mean, you guys made that commitment for our country, the Republic of Korea, to defend our country from these enemies of, I don't know, who's the biggest enemy right now? Not anymore, right? North Korea, they're not anymore, right? They're all like ally almost, hopefully, right? I don't know. China? Japan? Whatever that is, you made that commitment to serve the country. You know, like not so much Canadian, like we don't talk about patriotism in Canada a lot. But in America, I used to live in America for 8 years, and you know what? Patriotism, that's a big thing in America. Right, Q? They do the Pledge of Allegiance, and yeah, they sing the national anthem way more seriously than Canadian side. Have you ever seen that commercial or advertisement saying, you know, this Navy advertisement? Yeah, we don't accept application only commitment. Have you ever seen that? This famous advertisement was this banner all over. It was funny. They're recruiting people like that. You know, we need commitment from you. That's a serious commitment they're talking about. And this what else? The last thing that I was thinking of is this commitment. Commitment for marriage. And I'm pretty sure there are not many people got married. But this is like most loving and most intimate human relationship. And we make commitment. Now, when I got married to my wife, I made a commitment. She made a commitment. We make this vow. I will love you till death do us part. You know, married couple make this solemn vow to each other before God and people, the congregation, they witness it. And this relationship, marriage relationship, is like a permanent, lifelong commitment. There's no point of return. Couples are being united, they become one flesh, one unit. And they're making commitments, saying that rest of my life, you know, with this person I'm married with, I will make a commitment. I'll be with her. Rest of my life, I'll be committed to serve her, love her. That's commitment. So this is one of the greatest commitments we can think of. There's so many people getting married, but you know what? The reality is, there's so many people splitting apart, breaking apart. There's so many marriage issues, the problems in marriage. You know, so many people, so many couples splitting apart. You know, almost half of married couples are breaking up and in divorce in North America. Let me give you the statistic. There's a 10, the country, best 10. You know, 10 is United States of America, 53%. France, 55%. Cuba, interestingly, 56%. Luxembourg, 60%. Spain, 63%. Czech Republic, 66%. And that's top 3. Hungary, 67%. Portugal, 68%. Belgium is the best. 71%. 71%. Hello? Of the 10 people, like how many people we have? We have, it's like 70%. More than half of you guys. This is like wrong. And some in a conservative country like Korea or China or Vietnam, they're quite Asian country. They're quite relatively conservative. Their divorce rate has been rising up rapidly. This is phenomenal. It's happening, and one of the major problems is that there is absence of commitment. There's lack of commitment in marriage. This is our culture. I told you, this is like culture. This is a problem. And I was like thinking, what should we do, right? I'm having this marriage counseling for a number of couples, and I wish I can teach them commitment. You know, love is not emotional, but it's commitment. You know, Jesus didn't say like each other, it's love each other. Love is about commitment. And I'd like to share that. And I found this amazing movie clip that can teach us about marriage commitment. And some of you probably have seen this video. It's everywhere now. And this young man named Chris Medina was auditioning at American Idol 2011. And let's watch this movie clip. It's like 4 minutes.
26? And you're from? What's the matter?
I just can't believe I'm standing in front of you guys. That's awesome.
What a trip, huh?
Yeah. So
Are you married, dude?
No, I'm engaged. I'm engaged.
Does your girlfriend know you're here?
She,
Is
yes,
that her ring?
This is her ring.
Oh.
See it?
Yeah.
What a lover.
Tell us about her.
Yeah. Well, Juliana and I, we have been together for 8 years. We've been engaged for 2, going on 3.
She says, wake up, it's no use pretending.
You know, after we got engaged, we kind of made it a promise to get married 2 years after the engagement. But on October 2nd, 2009, she got into an accident. Everything changed. We're still not married.
Will die inside these arms.
She suffered a traumatic brain injury. Even though the doctors were saying that she wasn't going to make it, I believed 100% that she was going to. I just felt there's no way she's not going to wake up. I didn't know what to expect after that, but I certainly knew that she wasn't going to die. And a month and a half later, she woke up. Both her mother and I are her caretakers. Nah, you're doing great, hon. I was about to make vows just 2 months from the accident, you know. Through thick and thin till death do us part, in sickness and health, for better or for worse. What kind of guy would I be if I walked out when she needed me the most? If I were to make it to Hollywood, I feel like it would get her to be happy about something again. I think I would have already won. I felt like I would have already won something. Do you want to know what I'm going to sing, or how does that work? How does that work? I'm going to sing Break Even by The Script.
Go for it.
All right. Oh, I'm still alive, but I'm barely breathing. Just pray to a God that I don't believe in. And I got time while she got her freedom. 'Cause when a heart breaks, no, it don't break even. Oh, what am I gonna do when the best part of me was always you? And what am I supposed to say when I'm all choked up that you're okay? Yeah, I'm falling to pieces. Yeah, I'm falling to pieces. Yeah, I'm falling to pieces. And when a heart breaks, no, it don't break even. No.
Oh, nice, nice.
Go get your girlfriend.
You gotta bring her back and introduce us to
We gotta meet her.
Oh my God.
Yeah, please.
Oh my God, that would make her day.
Yeah, go get that girl, man. Yeah.
They want to meet Julie? Okay, come on, guys.
I gotta tell you, man, I am so happy right now.
10 miles from town, and I just broke down, spitting out.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Hey, you. Hello. I'm Randy. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm
Jennifer?
Jennifer Lopez. Nice to meet you.
Hi, girl. Steven Tyler. I just heard your fiance sing, and he's so good. You know, because he sings you all the time. I could tell.
I love that.
That's why he sings so good, because he sings to you.
So
listen, Chris, you got 3 yeses from Steven, Jennifer,
We
and
discussed it
myself.
while you were
We
outside.
discussed it when you went out to get her. Dude, you going to Hollywood?
sweet. Nice kid, too. He sang great. Wow. Good singer.
He said I knew it.
Next time, we'll be coming to you from Nashville, where Idol.
Hey, have you seen this before? It's the first time watching it? Great. You know, 2 months before the wedding ceremony, his fiancée, Juliana, got a tragic car accident and she had a traumatic brain injury. And because of that, she can't walk, she can't talk, she needs to be in a wheelchair. She needs to have a caregiver and she can't be independent for the rest of her life. This guy saying that he will stand by her and support her even after this accident, tragedy. He was saying that he can just leave her alone. He can't just walk away when she needed him the most. Sounds like an angel, don't you think? He still loves her, and just amazing to hear this story. I was like, yeah, this is love, this is real. He really demonstrates what it means to love somebody. This is like true love story. So loyal, so genuine. See, true love is about commitment. In good times and in bad times, sickness and in health, I will love you, honor you all days of my life. People make this vow when they get married. Commitment. I'll love you no matter what happens. You know, watching this movie clip, I was moved to tears. And what a wonderful, romantic, inspiring story. Like, so much respect for this guy. I was grateful, happy to witness this great love he had for her. Because it's very hard to see those kind of love nowadays. See, we see the judges and Jennifer Lopez. How many marriages did she have? 3, 4? What about the Steven Tyler, the Aerosmith guy? He married like 3 times. I don't know about the African American. All Hollywood stars, athletes, celebrities, so many of them have more than one marriage. They all broke the vow. They all broke the commitment. But this guy, this amazing, such a great role model for this generation, commitment. And I wonder, like, who is he? Like, I wanted to know more about him, right? So I Googled him. I went to his Facebook page and tried to figure out what's going on in his life right now, what's their life. And when I was like searching, like, I had this little hope in my heart, like, yeah, you know what, like, I wish they were like, you know, like, maybe, you know, she got recovered, hopefully she got healthier, and they got married, and a couple of adorable babies, and something like that, beautiful family. That's in my head, that's the picture that I had. I found it. Unfortunately, they split up. They split up. No longer together. You know, like, I was like little, you know, like, this is a, you know, yeah, this is something that I didn't expect, right? Like, I was disappointed. And he actually became famous, not in America, but he got famous in Europe, Norway. And he actually became one of the famous popular singer. After American Idol, he became famous. And I found out he met a new girlfriend, Norwegian girl, model. You have a picture? She's beautiful. What do you think, guys? This guy who sat in front of this TV national TV that, like, you know, like, now, who is it? Like, who am I if I walk away and, you know, talking all that? And just like, what do you think? I was quite disappointed seeing that, hearing this story. This amazing, beautiful love story has ruined, and I felt bad about it. You know, because I was so moved, I was so challenged, inspired by this guy, what he did to her. I was so convinced that it was true, genuine love. Initially, right? I was going to say, hey, look at this guy, and we gotta follow this guy. We gotta learn from this guy. He can tell us about commitment, and then after this, no, we're not gonna follow him. Some critics say that he was exploiting her fiancé. Some say he took advantage of her and her situation to win the contest, to win the popularity. But who knows? I mean, like, we don't know in detail, right? Like, who can judge him? We're not in the position of judging him. But it's bitter whenever I think of him. Think about him. Like, in Julia's perspective, she was basically dumped. I would be terrified if I were her. Don't you think? She's like, you know, like she needs help. She needs support. And she actually, you know, demonstrated, shown to everyone that he loved her. Sounds like he made a commitment to support her the rest of her life, but it just didn't work that way. But you know, like, if you really think about it, like rationally, like if you were that guy, if you put yourself in his shoes, how many people think like this is like terrible? This is jerk. This is like terrible human being. Should kick him out. Think about it. How many people can do that? If you were in that situation, how many people would just stay with her or stay with someone that needs your help and support? I mean, who can guarantee, right? You know, this is quite disappointing, but at the same time, we realize this is reality. This is not just a fairy tale, like the romantic story that we hear, we see, we watch in TV and movie. This is reality. It's quite disappointing, but at the same time, if you know, we realize every human love story, if you go deep inside, there's a limit. There's an end to it. It's not unconditional. You know why? Because we are all born as sinners. We are greedy and selfish. That's who we are, and there's no capacity for us to love someone like that unconditionally. The love of a human love has a limit, its end. It's conditional. But you know, it's okay. We're all like that. You, me, we are all like that. It's okay. You know why? Because we have someone who loves us, loves people, loves the girl, the lady, no matter what, unconditionally. Love her without any limit. Love her with no ends, and that's the love of Christ. You know, Jesus Christ, God, He loved us. He made that decision. He made a commitment to love us long time ago. And before the beginning of time. 2 Timothy chapter 1:9, He has saved us and called us holy life, not because of anything we have done. Not because of anything we have done, but because of His own purpose and grace. The grace was given us in Christ Jesus before the beginning of time. You understand that? Even before the beginning of time, God chose to love you guys. And that's a love. See, again, God does not love us because we are worthy, because we are lovable. He chose to love regardless of our condition, our states. Regardless of our position, appearance, our ability, capacity. Doesn't really matter. He loved us, our being. He loved us before. He's loving you. He will always love you. And that's a commitment that God has for us. Today's chapter, the passage, John chapter 13:1. It's talking about Jesus. He knew the hour had come for him, an hour of torture, hour of crucifixion, hour of death, hour of betrayal. He knew everything. You know what? He knew that those 12 disciples, even the Judas Iscariot, will betray him. Peter will betray him. He knew that already. But even then, he said this. Having loved his own who are in the world, he loved them to the end. To the end. Love you. No matter what happens. That's the love of Jesus Christ. Brothers and sisters, sometimes, right? Sometimes we are afraid to let people we admire, we respect greatly, they're too close to us. Because we have this fear that if they knew us better, if they knew us more, they would not like us anymore. Right? So we keep this distance. Even though we don't like them, we just keep the distance. That's the one thing that you never need to worry about. Jesus, He knows you completely. He already knows that you will betray Him. He already knows that you will fail Him. He will already know that you will make a great disappointment. And yet He made the decision, commitment to love you. And that's the love of Jesus Christ. He loves us to the end. To the end in Greek translation is eis telos. Literally translation is to perfection. He loved us perfectly, completely. There's no end, there's no limit. That's the love of Jesus Christ, and He's loving you right now, and He will always love you. Brothers and sisters, you are loved. That unconditional love, the greatest love of all. It's in us.